I'm Aimee Mills, and this is my show where I share my life as a Color Street businesswoman, a visual and performing arts lover, an adventurous traveler, and a mom to 2 humans and 2 fur babies. In this exciting episode, we're going to talk about my fun and fabulous trip to New Orleans with my friends and Color Street's new patriotic mini launch that you don't want to miss out on. Hi, everybody. How are you? Today, we're going to be talking about my trip to New Orleans. This was my first time going to New Orleans, and I can't wait to share more about it. And we have a new mini launch that it actually took place, but we still have some of the sets available. So I'm excited to share that with you also. Okay, so today we're going to talk about New Orleans. I had a blast. It was my first time going there. I had tons of fun with looking at different types of amazing architecture, eating fabulous food, and having fun with friends. Today, I'm going to share some pictures and videos with you. But why did I go to New Orleans? I went to New Orleans because, number one, the airfare and Airbnb rates were just so economical that we just couldn't pass up a little mini vacay. So I'm going to share some pictures and video of the flight and checking into our Airbnb. And it was really a gorgeous Airbnb where we stayed. I wish that we were able to stay there a little bit longer too. Okay, so our first day that we arrived there, we arrived at Louis Armstrong International Airport. It's really big and beautiful. I didn't know what to expect because of Katrina. I had heard that there were a lot of things that still hadn't been repaired, but they had a big, beautiful, gorgeous airport where we arrived. And our Airbnb was just gorgeous inside and fully stocked with everything that we needed and wanted. And for my friends and I, we stayed there for less than $100 per person. It even came with like a wine fridge that was fully stocked with wine. So it was really a good Airbnb. If you want to know more about that, you can put a little comment in and I'll be happy to share that information with you.
I'm so sorry. My computer just jammed up and I was like, oh no, I must have just stranded her. I'm so sorry. But I will pick up wherever you want me to pick up. So did you start telling what we're going to show today?
Yeah, I talked about what we're going to share today, and I said that we flew into Louis Armstrong International Airport, which I didn't know what to expect because of Hurricane Katrina. I know a lot of people said that there were still a lot of parts that were damaged in New Orleans, which it was true, but the airport was looked like it's brand new. So I was happy that they have some things, happening there that's helping revitalize New Orleans. We spoke to some people there that live there, and they said it was only within the past 3 weeks or so of our trip that people started really coming back there again. So they were really happy to see everybody that came as tourists there.
I bet, because I think, with everything that happened with all the hurricanes, Katrina started it, and then, it took them a while to rebuild. So shall we show a little bit of pictures first before we actually go into the videos? Because I think the videos are going to be exciting.
Yes, sure. I hope we can show those pictures that I shared with you.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to put that up. All right, so let's put this up and you can tell us a little bit more about these pictures. So this
Okay.
is, where was this?
This is on Bourbon Street. The picture on the left is our first night there when we ate at a restaurant. And I think it's pronounced Pierre Maspero. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but we had our first dinner there that night and the food was delicious. Of course, I had like a little sampler of like gumbo and etouffee and different things. I just had a little sampler because I wanted to taste everything the first night that I got there. So that was super yummy. And we also tried some crawfish, not on that day, but I did want to show you a picture of that because that's a picture that I took. It almost looks like it was like a picture out of a magazine, but we stopped at a little place called Rouse's Market, and they literally had them cooked and hot for us, and we just grabbed a big bag of them and brought them back to our Airbnb and had them. So I think that one of the best parts of the trip is tasting all the different yummy foods.
They look yummy. Was it? I mean, did the Airbnb have like a backyard or something that you guys could sit outside to eat?
They did, and actually, I didn't put pictures of my friends and I, just because, you know, for their privacy. I just didn't show pictures of them, but they had a lot of fun breaking open that crawfish and eating it. I had a little bit too. I had a little bit of a wound trying to break open one of those, but it was super yummy because I love seafood anyway. And it was nice because at that Rouse's Market, they just had it already cooked and ready, and we just got a big, huge bag of it and brought it back to the Airbnb. They had a big patio and a fenced-in area, kind of like a courtyard area, and we just sat out there, and it was beautiful weather.
That's awesome. All right, what am I looking at? There's zombies and there's voodoos.
I know. We went on our first day there. We were going to go to Pat O'Brien's, which is a famous bar. And across from there, there is a voodoo shop. It's like a famous voodoo shop and a zombie cigar place. And I just thought it was fun to see the different cultural aspects. And I know that, you know, there are people who believe in all of that, and then there are some people who are like, it's not true. So like just being respectful of their culture. I did find it really interesting to go in and see different shops there and just see the culture basically.
That is so cool. It says help wanted. Apply insight. I'm wondering if, you know, anybody does that when they're traveling. And this is a beautiful like view because I see, but you have the preservation hall on one side, and then you see this row of, you know, from the balcony of petunias. I love petunias.
I know you can't really see it very well, but at the end of the street there's a big, beautiful church there. I didn't get the top of it, but there's a big, beautiful church at the end of this street. And this is from the balcony of one of the little bars that they had there. And Preservation Hall, there wasn't anything that was happening at the time that we visited, but it's a famous jazz location. And so originally it was like an art gallery. I didn't know that, but it was an art gallery. And that person who had the art gallery invited different jazz musicians to play there. And then it kind of became a thing. And then it became more of a jazz performance place than a gallery. So, yeah, it was really interesting.
Hall. What is the Preservation Hall about?
Well, Preservation Hall is where there was an art gallery, and then that person who owned the art gallery invited different jazz musicians to play there. And then throughout the years, it became really famous for jazz musicians to play there, and it's like a really big honor. Actually, when we walked through the first evening, we saw that there were like a bunch of lights lighting it up. And I said, gosh, it looks almost like they're filming something there. And then later on, we found out that they were.
Was that a special movie or something?
Yeah, they were filming a movie there. And on our last day, we found out we actually went on to the set where they were filming. They let people go on as long as you
Mm-hmm.
were quiet, you could go in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you weren't within like 6 feet of anybody that's filming and you were quiet and not disturbing the set, then you could go on and see it. So that was really cool.
The next picture is kind of interesting because I love this picture. Tell us a little bit about what you're eating. And oh my God, I just like, I want some of those.
Whatever it is, right?
Yeah, whatever it is, it
Those,
looks so good.
those are beignets. And that is like a traditional New Orleans type of, I guess you would call it a pastry. It really reminds me of Italian, I think it's called zeppoles. I'm not sure if that's the way you pronounce it,
Yes,
but
yes.
it has a really similar consistency. So it's kind of donutty, kind of pastry-like. It's super
Oh my
yummy. And that was my one thing that I wanted to do is go to Café du Monde and have a beignet there.
So is Cafe Du Monde like pretty famous or popular in NOLA?
It is. It's really famous. And now you can go to different like grocery stores and you can get their coffee.
Mhm.
It is really, really popular in a lot of Vietnamese restaurants that I've been to. They use that coffee in their Vietnamese coffee.
Sorry. Oops. I'm like, my fingers are moving too fast. So it is, you said, one of the more popular cafes in NOLA?
Right. Every time we went past there, there was a big, huge, long line. And I kept saying, this is the one thing that I want to do while I'm here. And my friends were like, oh, the line's too long. We'll come back later. And I said, if we get to the last day and we haven't done this, I'm not going to be a happy camper. So the last morning we went there and there was no line and we went right in and we all got our coffee. I had some cafe au lait and they give you a little warm bag of 3 beignets. And
Wow.
I guess you used to go in there when they were making it, but because of COVID, they have you come and place your order and then they put it in a bag and give it to you kind of like a carry out kind of thing. And then
Mhm.
the seating is outdoors.
Nice. Shall we
But
take a
someone
look at the
told me
videos? Because I think the video is going to tell a lot more story and then you can tell us a little bit
okay.
more as we watch. This video is about 5 minutes. I was able to, compress everything together. So let's
Okay.
just watch it. Here we go. I
Okay,
just
here we
put it
go.
up.
So
So this
this is
was your
our flight.
arrival.
This was our arrival. And it just seemed like a really quick flight. We just hopped on a plane, left in the afternoon, got there, and we arrived at Louis Armstrong International Airport. Look how huge and wide open it is. I just really loved the architecture of it. And I was surprised it's considered like a smaller airport, but I just thought it was a gorgeous airport. And,
Wow.
I like to travel, so I loved seeing that. This is our Airbnb that we checked into.
Very pretty.
It was very pretty. And actually, it was like in a kind of not too good part of town. So we were
Really?
surprised when we opened the door.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. And, I had to
Quarter.
videotape the architecture in the French Quarter. I just love how there's all different windows and doors and so many different things to see at every single different building, even though, there's a lot of balconies and that sort of thing. There was a lot of construction going on, so they're rebuilding, and I loved seeing that. Yeah, and we just loved walking around that.
And this is all the French Quarter, right?
Right. And this was on the first day after we first arrived, before we went to the restaurant. Here's the restaurant we went to. And I loved it because it's like the original building. When you go inside, it's all bricks. And you almost feel like you're kind of in a basement because it has like these archways. That night, we went to a ghost tour also.
Oh, God. Okay.
And he told us some really creepy stories.
Oh, God. Okay.
This is a video of when we went into Jackson Square. This is the same place where the ghost tour was. This is where they were filming. This is an Adam Sandler movie that has Jude Law in it. Yeah,
Wow.
so you can see they're all set up there filming, and they just let us come in there. We went into Pat O'Brien's bar because we had to stop in and have a hurricane, of course. And we did that early on in the morning. Well, I guess it was almost afternoon by the time we got there. They have a beautiful little fountain in the center.
And this
As
was
we
from
walked
that
around,
view of the balcony.
yes, this was at a different place, but you know, in New Orleans, if you want, you can just get a drink to go. You can just take it anywhere you want. So this was one of the balconies of one of the bars, and we had
Po'
lunch at a place.
boys.
Yes, po' boys. We went to NOLA po' boys for lunch, and I tried to take kind of like a close up of their menu. They have so many
Oh my
things.
God, that's a huge menu. Colorful
Huge.
too.
So many different kinds of po' boys. And actually, my po' boy that I ordered was so big, I only ate half of it. And it was just so much. And they had boudin balls and gator bites. Oh, this is our trip on the river cruise, on the steep river cruise that we took. It was
That's
like
a
a jazz.
view. Really beautiful view.
That night it rained, so it was a little overcast when we were getting on the boat. But it is, you know, really pretty, you know, like bayfront area. Yeah. And this was us pulling away. There's that church in the background when I took that picture with the petunias. There's that church that we passed by there. And we were just pulling out, and the sun was setting. And this was when we were coming back into the harbor. They have a really pretty skyline there.
Pretty. What a great way to end the night.
It was. And we had a really yummy dinner on the jazz dinner cruise, and they had a really nice jazz band there. Yeah. So we really enjoyed it.
It looked like you had a lot of fun. Wait, let me ask you, when did you go for this trip?
A couple of weeks ago. So
I didn't see many people with masks.
Right. If you were outside
in NOLA?
Pardon me?
Was that like a thing in NOLA? Like we didn't see many people with masks?
If we were outdoors, they said that you didn't have to have a mask. Every place we went indoors, they wanted us to have a mask. And like on the ghost tour, since we were like a group of people following the tour guide, they wanted us to have masks on for that also, which we happily complied with. But being outdoors, if you were outdoors, they didn't have you wear a mask, or you didn't have to.
That's kind of cool. I hope their numbers are good.
I hope so too.
I hope so too, right? Anyways, it looks like it was such a fun trip. Did you go with your friends only, or just yourself? So you and your friends?
Right. I went with some friends, and half of us had been there before and half of us had not been there before. So it was kind of fun for the ones who had been there before. They're like, oh, we have to eat here and we have to go do this. And so it was new for the people who hadn't been there before.
Ah, that's great. Well, I've never been yet to NOLA, so that just kind of inspired me to go. So maybe, you know, when things are lightened up a little bit more, maybe that's my next spot.
I think you would really like it because you like spicy food, right?
Yes, I love spicy food. That I do. And I do
so you would like it.
Somebody just said here, love you didn't have to wear your mask outside. Awesome. All right. So I think you're going to share something about a new collection, and I'm excited to share that. Shall I pull up a video? I'm going to pull out the first video to just give people an idea of what you're going to show. Is that okay? Okay, great.
Yes.
Awesome.
I would love it.
Let me put that up.
I love this collection. It just reminds me of like Route 66 or something like classic Americana. So I just love all of the shades that they're releasing for this collection. The collection has 4 shades that are only available while supplies last. And there's new nail shades that are like to celebrate the summer's holidays in style.
Shall I put that up? I'm going to put that up so that, oops, not the beignet, but we're going to put that up. This is Glitz and Glory, right?
Glitz and Glory. It's a like glittery red, silver, and blue design of stars and stripes. So that's Glitz and Glory.
That's pretty. That's really pretty.
That is pretty. I really like that a lot.
Then we also have this Blue Jean Baby.
Blue Jean Baby. That reminds me of a Neil Diamond song.
Yes.
But Blue Jean Baby is like a mix of pale blue and denim nail art. So that's really cool. I like that a lot.
You said there were 4, right?
Correct.
Sorry.
Bandana. American Dream. American Dream is like a glitzy tribute to the flag. And so it has like some little glitter in it. Also, it's not as glittery as the other one, but it does have some shimmer to it. I like it because it almost reminds me of patriotic posters. And Bandana Republic. Bandana Republic is a really cool overlay. It's a transparent paisley nail art strip that you can wear alone or you can wear it over your favorite color. So that's really cool.
I love because it's like you can wear it multiple ways, and I think I have the next image. Sorry, I just accidentally played it too fast. My fingers are not working great today. They're just coming back from vacation, so they're super excited. So I was on vacation for about 5 days, and I forgot how to work properly. Anyways. Here are the design options or ideas, and I love these. Could you share with us a little bit how they go over?
On the left side, this is put over different glitters, and so or glitter designs like ombres, and it looks so cool. For me, I especially like it over that Long Time No See, the very first one on the upper left, because it's like a pale blue that's an ombre down to a darker blue. And then on the right, it's over different solids. Oh, yeah. I saw someone said, I saw this over Space Case, and it was gorgeous. I agree.
Yes, because I kind of like, you're right, the Long Time No See is pretty, the one that you like, top left in the first picture. And I actually like the New York Minute, which is the solid on the right side. That's pretty, really pretty.
That is pretty. I also like it over like the like glittery red also. That'll be nice for the holidays.
When did this come out? Recently?
This just came out this last week. So, but these are only this is a limited edition release. So when they're gone, they're gone. So I would get them, there's lots of patriotic holidays over, coming up and between now and the summertime, and they'd be great to have on hand and just be ready for having pretty nails for the holidays.
Yeah, this is great for the upcoming July holidays, and get ready.
Memorial Day.
How long? Yes, that's right. How long usually do these collections last?
It depends, because sometimes if there's like a really big favorite, it might not last the whole week. And then sometimes, there might be 1 or 2, depending on the size of the collection, that it lasts a little bit longer. But we never know when it's going to go away. And usually whenever they show the first one that sold out, all the stylists are like, no, I should have gotten that before it sold out.
So as somebody just said, I saw this of a Space Case. It was gorgeous. I don't know what.
Space Case is like a teal. It's a beautiful color.
Yeah. I see. That's what she's referring it to. Okay, great. So that's definitely a nail color name, because I was like, Space Case. Okay. So, I'm like, okay. So, I think we're about 5 minutes out. Would you like to kind of share a little bit of, maybe I should just kind of play back this collection, just so that anybody who missed this could actually look at it. So this was the Bandana Republic design ideas. That means you can wear them over glitters and over solids. and that's what they
And
look
this
like.
one, I think that they have this one on over Home Sweet Home, which is like a white glitter.
Yeah,
But you can wear it over solids or glitters. It's just a transparent overlay. So you can
like
wear it over anything.
like a pretty, whatchamacallit, like a pearly color base. That's pretty.
Right. You can put it
Yep.
over anything.
And then this is
And
the
this
American
one,
Dream.
I love glitter. Give me all the glitter. So American Dream is one that I really like.
Okay.
And I love things that look really patriotic because it reminds me of like, what is it? Like, old-fashioned parades. In my hometown, we had
Yes.
old-fashioned parades and the
Yes.
band would be playing. And
Yes.
I would love to,
Reminds us of
have,
that. Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
And the blue jean, I
And
think it's so cool for summer, for that summer look with shorts and stuff, and
right.
casual look. And that
I
is
saw
actually, is it white or is it a solid baby
It's like a
blue?
pale blue. It's like a baby blue. It's a pale
Okay.
baby blue. And I actually saw someone take that and they took part of it and cut little tiny fringes in it and made it look like a little cutoff.
Oh my
I thought
God.
that was so cute.
Very creative. And here
Very
is the
creative.
glitz and glory.
Glitz and glory. Of course, it's another glittery one, but this one's even more glittery because it has silver glitter with it. And so if you really want that bling bling, that's what you want to get is glitz and glory.
Yep, absolutely. So there you go. Well, I love the fact that you actually, shared all this. And I just put up on the screen where they can get information and shop with you, Aimee. So do you want to kind of go ahead and share that?
Yeah. You want to get your limited edition Americana collection sets at shopaimeesmannies.com while it's still available because, like I said, once it's gone, they're not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the video too, any of the videos that you see. I'd love for you to subscribe so you can get more notifications whenever I go live. And if you want to join me in my private online community on Facebook, that's where you get like exclusives, and I like to really treat and spoil my VIP members.
Yes, she does. And lots of fun.
Yeah, we like to play games and have a lot of fun. And so that is called Aimees Mannies on Facebook. That's the name of the group. It has a little heart at the front and the back of it. So if you see the two little red,
in case anybody missed it, so it's on the screen, facebook.com/group slash
shopping Mannies.
Yes, there you go. I can't even speak. See, it's taking me time to come back to work. I had too much holiday fun.
Too much of a good thing.
I know.
Fabulous, right?
Absolutely.
So my Facebook group, that's where I do most of my Color Street business and have those types of business conversations there. We do have fun and have engaging like weekly activities there. And I like to have some little sprinkles. So you have to come over and join my group. I'd love to have you with me.
Absolutely. Well, I am pretty excited because we're like, with everything. I'm looking at the Americana collection and I'm thinking, wow, some new ideas, and you can get really creative and all those glitzy for the holidays. You said they can literally last depending on, I tried something the other day and I looked at somebody who just used one side of the strip because they have little fingers, so they could take one side. They could literally use that strip twice. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool,
It's true. So, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I use one end because it's a double-ended strip. I use one end on this one, and then I use the other end on this hand. So awesome. Yeah, it's really economical.
Yes, very economical.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to let you wrap up and do your thing, and we'll see everybody next week.
Okay. I can't wait. Did you want to say something?
Go ahead.
I'll go ahead and I'll wrap it up.
Yes, just wrap it up.
So I would love for you to join me, Aimee Mills, on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Aimee Mills Live, where I share my life as a Color Street businesswoman, a visual and performing arts lover, an adventurous traveler, and a mom to two fur babies and humans. And engage and follow my hashtag, which is hashtag Aimee Mills Live. And I will see you on the next episode. Thank you and have a great week, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye.